Hiya, guys. The Mage here, and I'm just so blessed, grateful, thankful. Like, this time a month ago, I never would have thought that I would have had 100 views or 100 messages saying that somebody happened to see my shop on Etsy and favorited it. Let alone 100 orders. And so I'm super, super thankful. And that is why we're going to do a video on this order for Lee in Massachusetts. They ordered a large mystery scoop, a D12, which if you've seen my shop, sorry, I'm very self-conscious. It's very hot in my office today. Like an hour ago, we were in the car and it was 104 degrees still. I live in Texas, so it's hot, guys. I'm sorry. You get to see my shoulders. Okay, enough of that weirdness, right? No, that's what we're here for, is the weirdness. So bring it on. Where was I going with that? Okay, so they actually ordered a large mystery scoop, which again, that's going to be this all filled up. And a D12. So the options are D4. So I roll it 1 through 4 for bonus loot items, a D6, 1 through 6 for bonus loot items. 8s and 12s are going to be the bigger dice options, obviously. I mean, if you went to math school, if you took math in school. But on those, because they are the larger dice, I do not ever let a 1 and a 2 be it. Like, sorry. I play D&D, and anytime I get a 1 or a 2, it's like, wah, wah, wah. Yeah, no. I'm not going to do that to my people. I like y'all a little bit. And y'all like me too. I can feel it. Okay, right? Mage, you're being weird. Sorry. Not sorry. You knew what you signed up for. Real quick, I'm just making the little bracelet that I always try to make with my orders. Their favorite color is purple. Unfortunately, we're kind of sparse on the purple. But we're getting colorful. We're getting bold and we're getting out there. And if nothing else, it is your very own Pandora-ish bracelet from the Mage. And again, these charms, these little beads that I put on them are exchangeable, so nothing's permanent. You can always swap them out. Here's the truth. Once it's home with you, I don't know what you do with it. I mean, I hope you wouldn't do anything too obscene with it, but weirder stuff has happened. Anyway, but we got some purple in there, but then we also got some sparklies, because again, we're 100th customer, so we got some sparklies in there. And again, you can swap them out. It's not going to hurt my feelings. I'm not going to know unless you message me on Etsy and say, I swapped them out. And then chances are I'm just going to be like, cool, because then you made it more for you. And not just what the scoop goblins have decided you get in your scoop. So real fast, I'm just going to go through and take the rest of these out so that they can get out of our way, because we got things to do and things to talk about. Like, of course, this time next week, where will the Mage, Rogue, and Bard Emporium be? we will be at the Amarillo Civic Center in Amarillo, Texas. We will be doing Amicon. I will be going live from here, from YouTube, this platform. Mostly because I want to show you guys my outfits. Remember that cute, like really cute hat? Yeah, that goes with an outfit. I'm so excited. Okay. So that's where we're going to be next week. It's a 2-day event. So if you're in the Amarillo area, definitely pop in and come see us. We're not going to have everything up there. Obviously, my setup that I have is a little too massive for us to take to like a live event. So, but we will have my twirly whirlies up there. We will have some jewelry up there. We will have some of our resin pieces. We just did this morning, we did a massive resin pour so that they'll be ready to unmold throughout the week. All kinds of different things. And let's see what else. We'll have some mystery boxes up there. I am going to have some of this type of stuff in a mystery box, but we also have some gaming. One of them is the Dragon's Mystery Sack of Wonder. So of course, it's going to have some interesting items if you play D&D, or if you're just a dice goblin, or if you just like collecting random stuff. We also will have a gamer mystery box, and that's just going to be kind of random stuff. Some of them have a little bit of Magic the Gathering in them. Some might have Pokemon. Some will have D&D stuff. So it's just, I mean, we made 40 of those, so it's just depending on like what part of the stack, because we're only taking so many each day. Again, guys, the setup that we have is big enough to like put in, I'm not gonna say a full-size store, but like a little outlet store maybe. So it's just too massive for a 10 by 10 event center. So that's why we're limiting stuff. But because it's a 2-day event, even if we sell out on Saturday, we're going to be able to bring some more of it up there on Sunday. Let's see what else. I am going to have a couple large mystery boxes, medium mystery boxes, and small mystery boxes of my witchy stuff. So if that's more your vibe, then that might be something that you look forward to. Let's see. I think that's it. Mostly just the twirly whirlies and passing out our business card and showing y'all our cool little stickers and letting you know what we do and what to look forward to and where to find us. All that fun stuff. Right? Right. Cheerio. Let's get down to it. We ready to see what Lee got in their order? Me too, even though I just pulled it. But movie magic. Right? Okay. So first, I did separate them because I find that it's easier to break it up like that. And then also, whenever I do the order form or the inventory form, I break it up like, hey, blue obviously is going to all be one scoop. Purple is going to be a different scoop. And I'll do different colors just depending on what I feel like. I mean, ADHD. Sorry. Okay, so this first one, we have this charm that is a protection salt. It's a bigger salt. Okay, so I have my ritual size, and you'll see those here in a minute. And then this size. And obviously, this is a little bit bigger because it's a little bit more common in practices. So we got that. I gotta think about what this. Oh, I know what this one was. The clear little rose was gonna be an essential oil. So we got them lavender. Again, their favorite color was purple, so we just kind of went with it. Lavender's purple. Makes my brain happy. Sometimes that's all we do. We had this little bat that is a lapel pin, and it says, "Trust me, I'm a doctor." Super cute. All right, we got this little blue one, which is okay, well, it's in the bag. Lee, I'm going to open your bag. It wasn't really that secure anyway, so. And it has a key ring on it, which, I mean, put it on your keys and be gone, devil. Or whatever you do with it. Clear your space. And then we've got one little ducky here, which will get us the fidget. I still really like those. My husband, I wish I brought it in. My husband got a 4 and they light up. And he's convincing me that on my next little fidget order that's what I should get for you guys. So, what do we think? Light up key fidget thingy? We'll see. We got a little frosted rose. And that got us a tea steeper. It's kind of rainbow-ish. Again, guys, another reason why I did the movie magic instead of like walking back and forth is because it is hot. I am just wearing my little pajama shorts. Your girl is a lot of things, but body confident is 100% not it. Not it. That's why we didn't do the fit today, because the fit, all that you would be able to see is tank top by Walmart, necklace by a friend on Etsy, one of my Etsy friends, and then hot mess that my mama did not bless. Eyeglasses by Mart. That's it. That's all I got going for me today. Sorry, guys. The white little holographic, you see how it has that hollow trim. That got us a handy dandy canvas makeup bag. We got a kitty cat, and that got us a key ring. And I picked this one out, and they're kind of interesting. I do have like 2 that I really like, and maybe Lee will like this. I mean, it's interesting, it's unique. It's a tarot card, and it says the Fool, and it's a guy that basically his head turned into flowers. Okay, but it has the key ring on it, and it has the lobster claw, so handy dandy. We got the little green potion, and that is going to be this little mini journal. Isn't that cute? I don't know if you can really see it, but it's kind of got some blues and purples, and it's just blank paper. It doesn't have any, so you can make like a deconstruction journal or a scrapbook, or whatever you wanted to do with it. It's now yours, Lee. Hoo-hoo! Beautiful. You know, now that I think about it, I did send somebody some earrings that said, "You're beautiful," because they were owls. I got crickets. I have mom jokes, guys, or dad jokes, and whichever one's worse. Which one's worse, mom jokes or dad jokes? Huh. Interesting. Okay. With this little yellow potion, we got, okay, so it's either, if I have your zodiac, you get a zodiac pin. If I don't have your zodiac, you get a basic pin and a highlighter. But I had a Scorpio. So they get a Scorpio pin. Let's see. We had owls with hats. So that's going to be necklaces or bracelets. So we had 4 on this one. So let's just split it up 2 and 2. Okay. So I grabbed this black one. It has some lava stones, labradorite, some onyx, a crystal cut. Yeah. Stretchy. And then this one is going to be green. And I always say adventuring, but it's aventurine. With alternating lava stones. Okay. We had a purple. Oh, wait. Getting ahead of myself. Then we had 2 necklaces, right? Because those were the 2 bracelets. Now we got to get 2 necklaces. She did say, well, they did say, I don't know, Lee's kind of ominous. It's kind of like, did you ever watch Mad TV? It's Pat, where they're all like, and you're, I would like to think, you know, my store does pretty much have a female clientele or customer base. But no judgment. There's some warlocks out there. There's some witches that were born warlocks and warlocks that were born witches. There is no discrimination either way. I just don't like to mispronoun you if avoidable. But case in point, we'll just say they. They got 2, right? And they did say that they like canines. So I was going to look through my little thingy here and just see what I have on top and see if I have anything canine-ish. This might actually be a better one for right now. I mean, we do have another order to go, or another scoop to go, so there's a chance I might find something on the next go around if I don't find it this go around. But I always try. Mama didn't raise no quitter. That's ironic because my mama didn't actually raise me. My Meemaw raised me. And I love my Meemaw. Anybody have any interesting background stories like that? Okay. So it's fox-ish, or canine-ish. And I know foxes are really vixens, which are closer to the cat families, but I mean, it's cute. And I think my friend told me that, I can't tell. Lee, I don't know if it glows in the dark or not. I'm pretty blind. It's not glowing under my desk. You'd probably pretty much have to be a spotlight for me to be like, oh yeah, close. So there's that. Might glow, might not. And then a crystal pendant. Now we got these two, which owls with no hats, that's going to be earrings and rings. But they did actually reach out to me and say, hey, I do not have my ears pierced. And that's fine. We are going to substitute these for 2 just regular finger rings because I've had friends who have tried to have their ears pierced or their nose pierced or their lip pierced or their eyebrow pierced or any other things pierced. I used to have my nipples pierced and my body said no. It absolutely made me scream. Bloody murder. Not just getting them, but like the healing process. Like they would always, it just wasn't right. So my body like said no to that. But like I said, I've had friends that had their ears pierced and their body just said, no, we don't like that. So they can't. And that's cool. Like I said, we swapped it out for a feather ring. And at first I thought this was a snake, but then it has a hand on it. Interesting. Grab my small hand, my strong hand. Purple potion, we've got a sun catcher. And just to kind of preview this one, we've got lots of sparkle with a heart and a moon and a couple of stones of amethyst right there. Okay, we are almost done with this scoop. Our next item is this coffin. And I could not decide because the coffins are going to be my clip-ons. Now remember, my clip-ons, is there something else I can do besides the sticker? I don't want to damage the sticker. Okay. Yeah. So these clip-ons, right? One, they can be used for recreational use. If that's your jam, no judgment. I literally made them for a 420 event. So, no judgment. But you can also clip your piece of paper, the parchment, and if you're doing something that involves a burning ritual where you got to burn it, instead of holding on to it with your fingers and getting burns, you have this. So it's the safety of the wand. Safety wand. Safety wand. Get it? Like safety dance, but safety wand. Anyway, so she said she was a Scorpio. They said they were a Scorpio. And I have one that has a wooden charm with the engraving or the like printing, but it's pretty faded. And I don't like that. I don't like that it's faded. I wish it was darker. But then I also have this chakra rainbow. And I thought, well, I'll just kind of show you guys what I do whenever I'm like, ooh, do I want to do this or do I want to do that? So without further ado, I bring to you, and I do offer these as well in my scoops, but typically they go towards like the spirit, the spell and ritual, or altar arcana scoops, because it's a It's a decision coin, so it has no, and then yes, yes. So again, without trying to break my laptop. Oh, now I'm scared. Okay, give me some room here. What is it? We're gonna have to redo it. You know why? Because I didn't say which one was which. So we'll do this one as the yes, because this is her Scorpio sign. And we'll do this one as the no. No Scorpio sign. I'll look before I drop it again. Okay, I see what it is. It's the two hands. Yay! So yes, Scorpio. Regardless of how that came out, I had already picked the charm that I was going to put on it. Again, going back to they liked canines. Let me get this far. All right, so it was a yes. We got that hanging. And sometimes, okay, so again, this is a good thing, part of the process on this video. There are a lot of things that I will pull in a scoop that I customize. This is one of them. Keychains are one of them. Trying to think what else. Necklaces. Like if during our conversation, whenever I'm asking, hey, what's your favorite color of your zodiac? Do you practice? Do you not practice? Or are you just looking to collect cool stuff? What's your favorite animal? Blah, blah, blah. I try to curate to what we've talked about. Yeah. So, I mean, that's part of the process. And that's why some of you have orders and you're like, oh, it's not moving. Yes, I know. It's because I'm giving everybody some details. I'm not just trying to be like, oh, I've got X amount of orders. Let me just boop, 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 knock them out. No, I told you guys, I really like that personal connection that we are developing. Okay, so there it is, all assembled. There's the charm. It was a wolf howling at the moon. How about that? Okay, that was that. And of course, we've got some crystals and stones here. I've got a little baggie. We're just gonna slurp this on in. Slurp, slurp. I'll show you what they got in this one. We might supplement it a little bit because my crystals in my box are running a little low. Oh, I still wanted that. I don't know why I tossed it down, guys. Anyway, right there. So they got some clear quartz, some really clear quartz, and then like some milky quartz, and then a piece of citrine, and then like a little piece of raw aventurine, which most of these actually came from my Buck Moon bath salt special, because inside of those, not the ones that I have for my mystery scoops, the this size, no, they don't have it. It's the big size, the 8-ounce ones will have crystals inside the jar. So for the Buck Moon, it was tiger's eye, citrine, clear crystal, labradorite, and did I already say aventurine? Aventurine, tiger's eye, clear quartz, labradorite, Well, what was the other one? There were 5. Okay. Well, when your memory fails, refer to your grimoire. Can't even talk. Grimoire. And this is just notes that I make for myself. Guys, am I just bad at math? Citrine, green aventurine, tiger's eye, labradorite, clear quartz. How was I only counting 4? No clue. Hands in the air. But that finished that scoop. Now I will say, before I go too much further, both scoops had a total of 7 black crows in my scoop. And those are just kind of random alter and spell items. So we'll get to those later, but they are included. So if you're keeping count and you're like, mage, that wasn't, they ordered the large, that's 20 to 22 items, you're a little short. Yeah, I know. It's because I put the ravens aside. I'm going to do the ravens at the end. Calm down. There's a process. Bless you. Okay, so here we have a rose. This is a large rose, and I only have one, so it gets you something special, right? Yes, it does. It gets you this tarot mystery grab bag. So inside is going to be a couple of extra stickers, a key ring or keychain, key charm, and a tarot necklace and a familiar, a little resin familiar. And spoiler alert, it's a raven. But it's pretty cute. Like, if you have a computer job, you can just kind of tape it or glue it to the top of your monitor. Super cute. Anyway, I will also have a lot of these at Amazon as part of the mystery items. But this 9 of Wands, is going to Lee in Massachusetts. Another potion vial. So that got them another sun catcher. And guys, this one was so beautiful. I was like, yes, they get this one for being number 100 for sure. So one, I absolutely am in love with this star and moon chain that I got. And then I'm not going to be able to say it right. The stars, the star gems in The Hobbit that I want to say Theron, but I don't think it's Theron. Cathedral. Anyway, the elf that comes to Dale, the elf king that comes to Dale and gives them food, and he's like, you're not the only one that has something in the mountain. And then it's the dwarf king, and he like grabs the handful of sparkly white gems, and he's like, I know an elf that would pay a pretty penny. Well, that's kind of like what inspired me on this one, was those clear white crystals. They don't have any kind of holographic or anything like some of the other ones do. They're just all clear. Well, okay, this one has holographic, but that's because none of my drops are not holographic, but that's the inspiration. So hope you can appreciate the long journey that we got to get to, hey, I like to watch The Hobbit and The Lord of the Rings. That's where we ended up. This little teeny tiny baby rose got us this incense burner. So this, you can put cones in the middle. I would suggest not putting it directly on a surface, like put it in a bowl. I have a little ashtray that I put mine in, it will vent. So even if you get the backflow ones, the black flow cones by accident, like I did, it will still flow out, and it actually kind of looks kind of cool because it like does that, and it's kind of cool. But you can also put the sticks. It has the little holes that you can put the sticks, and then again, guys, I try to witchy wherever I can witchy. This is all of my incense ash. So save your ash. Save it for a spell. You never know. That goes in your bucket, not my bucket. Got it. We had another kitty cat for another keychain. And first of all, party at the disco. Anxiety at the disco. I don't even know where I got that from. But here's the front. I mean, I can tell it's a scorpion, but it has some short legs. I don't know what happened in the leg department. But anyway, that's gonna go. And that's another thing. Whenever I make my resin pieces, first of all, they are going to be one of a kind. Why? Because one, I will never duplicate a process. I will never swirl to the left and it make the same exact pattern. I will never swirl to the right and it make the same exact pattern. My mica dustings, my colorings, my patterns, my little bit of this, little bit of that, it's never going to be the exact same. So pretty much guaranteed, whenever I become like super rich and famous, you can say, this was a Mage product. Well, how can you tell it was a Mage? Look at how imperfect it is. And that just adds character to it, honestly. I had one of my daughter's friends was like, oh, one of my other friends' moms used to do resin, but like I never could get any of my stuff to not have bubbles. Have bubbles. Like, what? As long as you're happy with it, what does it matter? Let it have bubbles. Let it have character. And I think that's how I am about people too. Like it doesn't matter what walk of life you're on. You could be super rich. You could be super poor. You could be super religious, super pagan. You could be a hot mess express like your friend the mage. It doesn't matter. What does Forrest Gump's mama say? If we were all meant to be the same, we'd all have braces on our legs. And life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. That can be said about a lot of my personalities. But I digress. So here we have another ring. Again, because we're not doing earrings. There's no sense in doing earrings because they don't have no pierced ears. So, for being number 100, I've been saving this for a special occasion. One, because I think it's really pretty. And I'll show you. So it's going to be about a 6.5 to 7 because it fits on my fingers. And I can wear 7s. Should I have probably gotten my nails done if I was going to do this? Sure. Do I? No, because I'm constantly doing resin and jewelry, and I've already tried to do jewelry with nails. Cannot, will not, does not happen. Where is it? Oh, now I feel like I was going crazy. No, anyway, it's not there, so I'm not going to say it, but I thought, with as pretty as that was, I thought I saw a 925 on there somewhere. But the Mandela effect and the fairies came and swapped it out. Sorry, I don't know how to explain that. I don't know how to explain it. We've got this chakra stone, and that got us a little skeleton jar. And of course, since they said that their favorite color was purple, I got amethyst. We got another yellow potion. Since they already got the zodiac pin, again, their favorite color was purple. It was perfect. So I got them purple highlighter, purple pen. Where'd it go? Did it go in here whenever did I accidentally grab it whenever I grabbed the round thingies? Not seeing it. Okay, well, I pulled this for a reason. There must have been a little black rose. It would have looked like this. I really think that I threw it in there whenever I did the rondelle bead picking up, because I'm not seeing it anywhere else. I better put my wedding bands back on before I lose those. I'll lose everything else. But we got you a trinket bag, and it is, as you can see, it is stuffed, fluffed with all kinds of little mini goodies. We got 2 more ducks, and we got a fidget spinner, and then just a top spinner. I don't know how I can show you this. Maybe. I mean, there you go. I don't know if you can see it before it slides off, but your bucket, not my bucket. I have my bucket like right here in front of their bucket. So again, we had a total of 4, 2 necklaces, 2 bracelets. We'll split it up again. The bracelets, I did go ahead and get her a purple amethyst gemstone stretchy. And then this one is just blue. It's got sodalite, and then I really like these beads because they're cut like D20s. And of course, my nerd is going to love that. So we got D20 and round sodalite, and then round lapis. And then we're going to dive down here where my necklaces are. Yeah, we'll do that. Hope you like Egyptology. And I don't really have anything else that I can think of that would really fit. And I like this one anyway. Okay, so again, what I was saying about the Egyptology, we got, is it Jasper? Is Jasper the jackal? Horus is the eagle or the hawk. Horus. I think it is Jasper. See, I'm not. Now I'm going to be Googling Egyptology, but canine-ish, right? And then we got this chakra gemstone heart. We got this skull. And that will be a crystal spoon. And we got this mini mushroom. Now, again, it was another one of those I'm torn between. But either way, you're getting this raven skull, little miniature. But it's between this lotus, and I don't know if you can really see it, but it there it goes. Has some like holographic all over. Or kind of sticking with that raven theme, there's this votive candle holder. And guys, I do not have a technique or anything. This is from like a natural, I call it dirty pores, because you see all these videos and they're all crisp and clean and like they know what they're doing. I do not know what I'm doing. Okay. I get molds and I make resin, and then I look at the resin mold and I say, what color do I want? And I have some drops, or I have powders, or I have glitters, and I just do whatever. And it comes out, again, it's not a professional technique. It's very raw. It's very dirty. Again, because I just do whatever I want to do. ADHD queen, right? Right. But look how haunting that looks, and like how the skull is half and half. And you can see like, because whenever I fill it up like this, like it's upside down, right? So I would have put black at some point and then put, just keep it clear. There's a little bit of gold in there. So I don't know if that's from a previous pour or if I use some of my gold drops. And then there's a little bit of white. So I probably used a drop or two of the white and then topped it off with black again. And it just looks so haunting how random it turned out. Anyway, enough about me. This is what happens whenever I do the powder. So it's pretty, it's kind of translucent. You can kind of see me behind it. I can kind of look through it and see my laptop. But it's just colored purple and black, just randomly. So we will do, because I'm absolutely in love with this one, we're going to say yes. And then this one is no. Not saying that it doesn't need its own little love, but my intention of including the crow was like you could do that, or you could put your votive on it, or something within an altar. And this, of course, you could just set beside it, like as a part of it. It's creepy, right? Like I said, no matter what, you're getting the raven skull in resin. So where'd I put my coin? We said yes, no. Again, give me space because I don't want to take my monitor out. I don't really. Okay, I'm going to take a peek just so that I know what it is before I drop it. It's no. And that's okay. That just means you were meant to have this. And that's okay. This will find another home. It's okay. Mama still loves you. I love all my babies. I have a whole thing over here of babies that I love that are going to the Amacon with me next week. I enjoy making them. I love tinkering with all the different materials and coming up with new designs. But ultimately, they need to find a new home. We got a pink rose here, and that is going to be a bath salt with a wooden spoon. Again, these do not have crystals in them. These are just regular bath salts. But this one I made as a Mother's Day special. It has lavender, and forgive me, because I just noticed a couple of days ago as I was reading my labels, I was like, what? Apparently I put a couple of extra letters in lavender, and so it's lavinator. Lavinator. Enjoy your lavinator. It happens. Typos, right? Nobody's perfect, and I definitely will never claim to be perfect. We have this little, kind of looks like an onion, but it's a garlic. It's just a random trinket that I get. But it's an atomizer. Again, you can put your perfume in there. You can put essential oil in there and just spray the demons away. And then last but not least in this scoop, we've got this little Mardi Gras duck. Let me tell you what this Mardi Gras duck does. You see this? This little chest of wonder. It's beautiful, right? You can't even see it yet. It's beautiful. This is my favorite part of my day whenever I get to roll and get these little puppies new homes. So these are, I constantly order crystal mystery boxes from different people on Etsy, just because I try to support other local businesses or support other small businesses throughout the country. So I will order mystery boxes of different crystals. And these are all the ones, either they are unique, special, I get a vibe off of them, carved, rare, cool for the collector, cool for your altars, cool if you have a purpose for it. I actually, as part of my thing that we're taking to Amacon, there's like these lanyards that you can put, I'd say double thumb, or, my husband's big ass thumb. But you could put one of those in there and hang it around your neck. But anyway, without further ado, let's see what's getting rehomed. So I have 2 dice. I have a D6, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it goes across. And then I have a D4, 1, 2, 3, 4, that goes up and down. And that tells me who's going where with what. So we got 2 down, 4 across. Oh, and it's a bunch of littles. It's a bunch of littles. So here we have like a rainbow fluorite. It's got that beautiful, I don't even know if you can see it, beautiful like turquoise teal color, and then a band of purple. Anyway, it's just so pretty. And I don't know if it's naturally this way, but it has like a flat surface, so you could set it on your altar and be able to see all those pretty bands. And then there's like a mystery onyx tower. It's like really thin though. I don't know if I would trust it, but it's yours. And then who's got my nuts? Acorns. I don't know if I've ever told y'all, but my D&D character on my current campaign is a squirrel. And she goes bananas over anytime somebody says nuts. But do not call her nuts. That will drive her crazy. And then she frenzies because she does not like it. She likes to eat the nuts. She is not nuts. But she also rides a rooster. I don't know if I have it. Here we go. So so first of all, this is Butters, nut squash. She is a bard with a temper. And then in my mystery box, like I said, I order just random mystery boxes sometimes. I got a squirrel charm. So I believe it's out there, and whenever it happens, it will happen. But as soon as I get a rooster or a crow, or not a crow, a chicken, I'm making a bracelet for myself. A Butters nut squash and breaded chicken, because that's the chicken's name, breaded. Bracelet. So without further ado, there were our initial crystals from the first scoop, the mystery scoop, and then see this black star and this little quartz? That was the leftover in their box. So we just put it all in one package. So they have all of those pretty shiny rocks to play with. Now on to these, right? Hold on, ADHD. Everything has a place. Put the dice up. So now on to these. We got 7 crows. 7 crows, okay, so crows in general is going to be an altar or spell casting arcana item. That could be a bottle of herbs. That could be a candle. That could be a tool. That could be a charm, a statue, a carving. It could be, again, anything for craft. So we got a little mini broom with a charm. We got this candle carving tool. It's got a pretty sharp point. We've got a purple salt. It says for wisdom and spiritual power. And even if you're not crafting, it's just cool to have a purple jar of salt or a purple vial of salt. Here's black. which is going to be your grounding. It also is used for banishing and protection. We've got eucalyptus in a bottle. So there's our bottled herbs. Another one that we grabbed was thyme. And then we have, again, this guy, Horus. It's not Horus. I think it is Jasper. If I don't break it first. Solid. Okay. But a little altar statue of, again, that's a canine. I know he's a jackal. They call him a jackal. But I can't remember what his name. It's not Anubis, is it? Is it Anubis? Hold on. I think it is Anubis. Haha! Finally, enough nature shows. Or not nature shows. What do they call them? History shows. History documentaries. Paid off. So this was the last charm that I have. I did set it aside because typically this would represent a complete jewelry set. But since they don't have their ears pierced, I kind of feel like, yeah, it would be cool to have that set, but it's going to have the earrings. So I'm swapping it out and using it guys, this is my mystery box, my treasure box. I told y'all it was big in previous videos. I don't think anybody ever believed me, but like, I can't even see around it. Anywhoosie whatsy. Let's see what we got in here. What do we want? What do they need? What am I vibing? What am I vibing? Oh. Since they had the incense lotus, how about some sticks? Cosmic Clarity. White sage and lavender. They spelt lavender correct. So, I can't smell it through the paper and the plastic. So, it's a mystery. Is that it? I think that is it. I was going to do the roll live. And it's a 5. I don't, like, I'm not even, like, just to hold it up. I'm holding it, but that's where it landed. So, 5 mystery items. And I have a whole drawer in here. And I think I have some open. Yeah. Okay. So typically I use one of my big old cellophane bags to do this, but I'm just going to do it with this because I have this. And this is not counting as one of her 5, one of their 5. But we got a black mirror. Mirrors can be used for casting, hexes, shadow work, all that fun stuff. Oh, we'll get you a manicure kit. I'm going to make one of these really fast for you. Probably won't be purple. Like I said, kind of out on purple. So we will just be grabbing randomly. Kind of got a theme going on here. Kind of not. Or whatever. It is what it is. What's calling to me? You. Definitely. Okay. Actually, you know what? Swap places with that one. Again, you can redo this. It's not another bracelet though. You be patient. It is a bookmark with these colorful beads. And again, I was just feeling a vibe. And again, if you want to replace those, you are more than welcome to. Hobby Lobby, crafting stores, they all have those beads and you can swap them out. Oh, wait. I don't know why I put it in there. It goes in here as your 5. So we're at 3 right now. What else am I gonna put in here? Yup. It's jewels. Like, they're stacked markers. And they're jewels. And they're so bright and colorful. I love them. 4. And I know you got the notebook. But we'll get you this tiny little notepad. Which is cute because it looks like one of those composition notebooks. But mini. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That'll do ya. I'm going to try to close this. Haha, it all fits. So there's your D4, or not your D4, your D12 roll that was a 5. And I do always try to write that down. 5 bonus loot items. And then we'll do your tarot card. Okay. I've already done, like I said, movie magic, guys. The Hierophant is what we drew for them. And that gets another dive into the mystery treasure. There's a lot of stuff in here that I've just collected and have randomly saved. So it's just a matter of what says, I need to go home with Reed. Okay. Yep. So, now I know I've said this before. There are some things that are at my discretion. For the most part, I do try to make it as fair across the board. But Lee's order is a little bit special because it's a milestone. So, here's what we're doing. I don't know if you can count. They're getting that. Now I'm debating about showing y'all what she got or what they got. So while I'm deciding, I will say that we are throwing in this as a thank you gift. And again, I'm not going to show you what it is. You can guess. I'm sure you'll guess it right. Not a whole lot of things. We also have some stickers for them. Just kind of random. Nature, tarot, a dragon, celestial. Typically, with that particular tarot card, they would get one item. But again, I feel like this is a special occasion. So they're getting a candle set. And on the back is all the different meanings and rituals that you could do with each individual candle color. Again, I don't know. Some people, no matter where you are in the practice, some people like avoid these like the plague. I will say, if you choose to practice cautiously with this. Do not come at me saying, mage, I opened a portal to hell and now demons are feasting on my brains. That's a you problem, boo. Heart your face. But that is a you problem. You chose to practice. But it does. Let me read some of this. Find a quiet spot and place the Ouija board on a flat surface. Use the board with at least one friend and not alone. Have you watched any movies? Never alone. Dim the lights and create a calm setting. Everyone places their fingertips lightly on the planchette. It's a little thingy. One person asks simple questions out loud. Be patient for the planchette to move on its own. Pay attention to where the planchette points. Say goodbye and move the planchette to goodbye. Remember to be respectful and to stop if anyone feels uncomfortable. So please pay attention to number 8. If you decide to use, please say goodbye. Please close the portal. That's all I'm saying. And then lastly, where is it? Right here. I am sending Lee this card display. It can hold multiple cards, maybe like 2 or 3. But nice little display if you are an avid tarot reader. And I sign every one of my invoices with a heart that sometimes looks deformed, but that's okay. The Mage. So that's what we got with Lee. And I hope you enjoyed our presentation. If you've watched this thing in its entirety, bless you again, because I obviously do not know how to stop talking ever. But I will let you go. Have a good night. Have a good weekend. And be safe. Bye. It's close to midnight.